will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the Boise State Broncos taking on the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. Crosses the 30. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. First down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hawkinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Fung. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Broncos offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They go to the draw. Runs through a tackle. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll run the screen. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Wants to throw on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Black Knights have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Bowls his way forward. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jones.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Fires to the big fella. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Virginia found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A perfect example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Charlottesville. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Evanson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bettis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. They want to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The lead is still 6 after the miss. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fast motion from the offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on 2nd down. Oh, it's a reverse. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes a catch and knocked down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the Broncos will keep this drive going.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the 4th quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on the lead clock. They want to just continue.
And they got him for the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Got his man on the outside. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the Black Knights are in the hurry-up.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Feeling some heat. He'll try to do it himself. Good, solid tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but we saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And the Broncos enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They put on the heat and they blocked it. That's a live ball. Defense has it. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Black Knights.
How about that? Coming up big. Less than 30 seconds in the ballgame. You need a score, and this offense absolutely responds. Go kick that extra point, take the 7-point lead, and let your defense finish this one off.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. I know it looks like a gimme kick, guys, but there's nothing that's a gimme when you're trying to break a tie. And they take the lead, and now in the waning moments, they're so close to a win. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.